Hey y'all, it's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. Told y'all I would come back. I didn't realize how much I had actually done on this. I picked it back up and was determined I was going to get much further on it, and I did. I just sat back and let the needle do the work. And I am down to 36 rows. 36 rows. This last row was 241 stitches. Yep. So I got my row count like it was supposed to be. I can go ahead on and transfer everything over to the ninth, since it is technically the ninth by 3 minutes now. And I think I don't think I hit my mark, but I think I was pretty close. If I had not been working with Behold, the green and gold, then I probably would have hit my mark. But because that was a lot, one of those sections is a stitch that I came up with. It's very close to the bean stitch, and sometimes when you're pulling through all the loops, you get to kind of tangle up a little bit. Plus, I'm doing row after row. There is no separation row in between. So I have to make sure not only that each side matches, but that each stitch along the way is going in the right position of the row below it. So I did make it through I made it through the green section of that. I don't know if I can. That's what it looks like. Yeah. And then after that, I'm into the V-stitch. That's where I am now. I've got 4 more rows of the V-stitch to do. And then I'm going to go back to the gold and do 3 rows of each section of the gold, and then 3 rows of each section of the green. This is, when I got here, I was like, this is pretty big. I don't think I'm gonna graduate 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I'm gonna go 5, 3, 1, because this, like I said, is pretty big. And I think I fell in love with another hook. Y'all, this M hook in my hand, we have made some things happen between these two right here. I think I might make those 10 shawls and the bags. When I make the bags, I can tell you I'm not using the M hook, because I want it to be, even though I'm using the moss stitch for the bags, I don't want it to be as open, and I'm not putting a bottom in it. I'm preparing it for anything other than pens and pencils. But yeah, they give us things like hand sanitizer, pamphlets, coupons, business cards, all those types of things that won't slip through. But I want to be able to okay, I was confusing myself. Got too much yarning going on over here. But yeah, I want to be able to put the items that we get inside of the bags, and they stay secure. I'm so glad I learned how to fold shawls and tuck them, even though I didn't tuck them in the right place. There we go. There we go. So yeah, but I am going to, not quite ready to call it a night. I'm still awake, and I'm looking at Setta's place right now. So I get my community time in. If you want to call it community service, then I'm getting it done. But yeah, I decided to finish my day out watching my community's videos. And I'm still looking for Sora. I miss her. I haven't seen her in a while. Haven't seen Kiara I saw Kiara yesterday. What's the day before? The day before? I don't remember. Well, now it is the day before. Y'all, this has gotten really big. I'm so proud of me right now. I'm getting it done. Yep, that's going to be 5 and 6. There'll be 4 more, of which I have 3 already started. I've decided I'm not going to use that rainbow mandala for a shawl. I got some more plans for that. And I decided not to use my cotton for dishcloths. Got another plan for that too. Okay. I forgot the name of her channel. But she crochets blankets, the border with the border attached already. You crochet the border as you go. And even though that's something I had been doing for a while, I never saw it beyond a blanket. So I want to create my own market bag to go on my scooter, because I do a lot of my grocery shopping using my project bags. And after this last experience with this bag from Joann's that's just tearing apart, I wanted to make something a little more sturdy. And I know that it's the camera. That is the first time tonight I've yawned. But the cotton is a little more sturdy than the plastic bags that we're getting. And I want to make something that's going to hold. My plans right now are to make different patterns for all 4 sides. A solid bottom. I don't know if I'm going to make a solid rectangle for the bottom or like the closed granny square rectangle, or if I'm going to make single crochets. And I might do the back loop single crochet, because it makes it squishy. Yeah, I might do that. It also gives it the feeling of being plush. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the bottom. And then I'm going to make the sides. It's going to be red and white because that's what I have. And my scooter is red. So the bag that I've made to carry my items that is buttoned on my scooter now is red as well. Yeah. So I told you all that I would come back and let you know where my stitches were. I think I got like a little over 6,000. I just kind of glimpsed at it. I was just excited about how big they both were. And I wanted to show that. And I kind of promised I would be back. Oh, yeah. So I learned how to get the site information to put it properly in the description box for the video that I was telling you all about. I did that, y'all. And I did it by myself. I'm so tickled. I am so tickled. I'm still dealing with this bite thing. I was thinking about spraying some Chloraseptic on it to numb it. I don't know what that would do, if it would do it or not. And the base taste of the Chloraseptic is like really nasty. I'm not really going for the taste. I'm just trying to numb this knot so I won't feel it every time I bite it. Or I could just be quiet. I don't know how well that's going to work, but I mean, hey. I moved one of my cases last night. So as a result, my sorry. As a result, my TV is sitting flat on the surface of it, of the case that's remaining, and I can't do this with the remote. I have to hold my arm up so that it'll reach the sensor. And just put everything on pause. So what I'm going to do right now is put this on a long pause till in the morning. I don't know how much sleep I'm going to get tonight. Probably not a lot. But I'm not sleepy. I really am not. And there's some things I want to do in my room before I lay down. I want to make a couple of cakes. I had an idea about a yarn swap. So, being that I have so much yarn and so much of this yarn was gifted to me, I wanted to do, because I make a lot of cakes with it, because it's kind of like here, there, and everywhere. It's like a ball here, a half a skein here, a partial skein over there, and and I like I said, I make cakes out of it. And then for a long time, those skeins that were smaller than the 1-pounders, I was automatically rolling them into cakes. But my cakes are kind of small, so I wanted to kind of what Lisa's concept was. Let's swap with someone and get them to make whatever out of what I send, and they send me something as well. And I will make whatever out of whatever they send. So let me know if you're interested. Please just drop a comment in the comment box. And please, 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 please tell your friends about me. Get them to get them to subscribe. And I still can't say it. Woo! I might be a little tired. I don't know. But anyway, if you like my content, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. And please, 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 please leave comments. Please leave comments. I promise you I will respond one way or another. And I think I've proven that point thus far. I will either type out a response to you or I'll holler you out on the video. And also share. It's a good way to get people to know. I also have started a page on Facebook. For some reason it's not letting me open it as a page. It's making me do it as a separate account. And that's not what I was going for, but I'm going to try it out and see. But, excuse me, it is Create and Relate by Kitty Lane. So, if you'd like, come on over. My actual Facebook page is Kitty Lane. I think in the Facebook post, the regular Kitty Lane one, I think all you see is the back of my head. I had just gotten my hair curled. Like I said, I'm natural, so this was just blow drying and curling. I didn't realize it had grown that long. So I was just kind of showing how long my locks were. But the other one is, of course, me and my bucket hat. Me and my bucket hat. I also consider buying me a coffee. 10% of the proceeds will be going to the Grow Foundation, which is Girls Recognizing Their Own Worth. It is an organization that reaches out, supports, and helps victims of abuse, male and female. And what they do, they are not intrusive, but what they do is help them find a safe space, If they do like I did, just leave the clothes on their back. They help to find them clothing. They help to find them housing. If the need to get away arises, it will also help them do that. They have a very, very strong support group. I say we because I know the young lady who started the foundation. She's a fellow poet who goes by Beautiful Disaster. And she's an absolutely beautiful soul. And I'm kind of like in the background. I shout her out every chance I get, direct people to her. I think what she's doing is fabulous. I do. I was blessed in a lot of ways in my situation because I think I said in one of my videos that I gained my independence in 2009. I was in my second marriage. I actually stayed in it for 6 weeks. And the straw that broke the camel's back is I was going to Kansas to spend a week with my son and daughter-in-law my son was in the military. He was in the Army. And he called me, my then husband, called me hours before he was supposed to take me to the airport and told me essentially that I'd have to find another ride. He wasn't taking me. And something in me just snapped. And I said, that's it. So I told him, I said, hey, well, your van is here at my mom's house. The keys are inside. He's like, I gotta come get my van? I gotta find a way to the airport. Sounds fair to me. What, you not coming back home? I am home. I thank God I had a loving mother and 2 loving daughters who acted like I never left. When I got back home, I mean, at no point in time did I ever feel like an outsider. I was home and glad to be there. So, the Grow Foundation, for those who've been gaslighted into believing that their family doesn't care, they'll do things like reach out to the family and let them know, if counseling needs to go on that end, they offer that. So it's really a beautiful foundation, being that many of the people who are involved in behind the scenes are surviving victims as well. And so they kind of know what they needed or what they would have liked to have been exposed to get out of this situation. They don't go in and tell anybody, girl, you should leave, or dude, you should just pack your stuff and get up out of there. That's not what they do. Because that, unfortunately, in a lot of cases, is up to the individual. You can't make anybody leave that type of situation. They have to want to do it on their own. It's like a person who suffers from an addiction. If they're not ready to give it up, then all of your efforts are futile. They're just not going to work. So, once a person makes up their mind that the separation is necessary, then the Growth Foundation is there to help them take that next step. And I applaud them for that. In every way that I can help, I help. And this is a way that I can help. So if you buy me a coffee, you're not only buying a coffee for me, you are helping victims who go through the Grow Foundation. You're helping the Grow Foundation to grow and be more of an aid, more of an assistance to those in need. So keep that in mind. And as always, when you walk past that mirror and see that reflection, look at it and smile. I love you. And always remember, that I love you too. You guys have an awesome night. Y'all get some sleep because I don't think I ate.